Hello, this is Wojciech Pietrzak again, and I'm pleased to play an ITSL game against Daniel Hogetoorn from Netherlands. Daniel is the Louis and Tassos of 2000 and teens. In this game he was organizing all the first Twilight Struggle conventions, and he invented this. He has been organizing the first online World Cups, and in general this game wouldn't be where it is now without his assistance. And he returned to play after several years of being inactive. As for my hand, I think I will highlight Europe scoring. Not a big deal if it gets defected, and not really chanceful to fight for Europe, although Italy looks tempting now. Let's go for this. Rural containment, so it would be very hard to fight against this one. The problem is to have good cards to coups, to perform coups, so let's start maybe from Formosan Resolution. And it was a great coup effect. Roll the 6. Of course, had I known this, I would have targeted Italy, but has containment, so he's gonna be very active this turn, but I hope to red score him next turn. Counter coup. Successful enough. I think I can give him Norad. Maybe better not. But other than that, I have to perform coup with Romanian abdication. Or just start walking to space. I can't really decide. Yeah, I have a space race hand. So Norad to space. If successful, US Japan to space as well. Ooh. Switching priorities. In this case, US Japan is first to space for Norad. Maybe I should play distal now. Yeah. Thailand is too important to just let it go. Let Africa fight. Sorry, let Indo-Pakistani region fight for itself. He's playing as if he had had the China card in hand. Of course, now Romanian abdication for the event is quite useless. because I thought it would be a good source of distal ops. No, it's no longer. So I got early distal, but nothing meaningful in South America achieved due to it. His roll against Korea was 50-50 and he got luck. South Korea is problematic. Everything is problematic. Middle East. I just have one more open. It's Indian application. Or else. Fails. I also have NORAD. It's a little better. I mean, I wouldn't like to trigger NORAD, but now I may play it as if I was the USA and had AR6, because DEFCON is at 3. I doubt whether he's gonna dump it. So if I break, let's say, South Korea with NORAD, he's gonna either pump it and resign from got rid of this. But Afghanistan was wrong. Non-battleground. Nothing meaningful. Or did he discard Vietnam revolts? Okay. So if I break South Korea with NORAD, he can't drop DEFCON to 2, shore Canada, and repair Korea at the same time. So South Korea and maybe Syria to keep Middle East decent. Not as decent. Okay. Bum, bum. And let's hope for a quick quagmire, because without it, NORAD can be really, really irritating. Maybe Afghanistan was securing himself against the Pakistani war. So what do you have for your last play that wouldn't UN intervened? Okay, so his hand wasn't really very good, even if contained. No, I didn't get defectors. In this case, let's give Fiddle some chance. Okay, Asia scoring from his side. So Middle East is the scoring left. Okay, let's lower DEFCON and fight for Middle East and fight for better Pakistan opportunities at the same time, and let's roll another 6 for a coup. So Red Scar is probably going to wait for just one more turn. He failed for a coup. Very unfortunate for him. Okay, Nasser comes first as the Nexus gainer. Indo-Paki probably last action round, because as long as I don't play it, he's not eager to go to India. Oh, this time rich hand. This time it's a rich hand of my opponent. Well. So that scar wouldn't even hurt him too much. I hope he doesn't go to Angola, because if he does, I have to play into Angola and Zaire with Deco. And I'd like to play to Angola, Nigeria, Algeria and Indonesia. Algeria is important because now he gets access here. Good thing is special relationship can break UK to nullify its effect. Although Libya may be a better target for it. No Middle East in his hand. He wants to take advantage of Norway. Okay, let's take Libya because Middle East is certain to happen next turn. And about Europe, I still have some cards to fight for, like socialist governments, serious crisis, or maybe very lucky Cambridge 5. His Norad targets don't look very convincing so far. I got both D cards, but I don't feel very lucky because he got containment the first turn, and I got not a very playable hand then. Distal was mostly wasted. Kaboom, F3 now. Europe is dominated by him. East European and the rest could cripple my position in Europe. If I get Europe, it may be wise to try to headline it, hoping for his defectors. And the hope of his defectors is justified by the red scar in my hand. Not sure about this choice. I'd rather go to Algeria. Okay, let's take a chance on this. I'm not sure about this as well. Maybe I should play like Zaire, Algeria or something. something like this, but I should have. Okay. Too greedy. Well. If I had intended to do this, I should have broken UK with special relationship earlier. So he got defectors. And I think Truman Doctrine is a good headline against this. Duck and cover he played. Okay then. Let's challenge his South America then. I have the scoring and he knows this. A little drawback. But I have a rich hand. And I can afford East European unrest. So maybe I'm gonna play the China card and hold you an intervention Red Skirt card for next turn. Now East European unrest became a fully free play. Of course it costs me one more, but it doesn't need self-reparation. And I need to win this cool war to be the first in Venezuela. Fortunately, I have good cards to perform this war. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time to do this. Because I have to play Middle East scoring, I want to trigger Suez Crisis as the event, preferably in the AR6. So if he challenges me with another great coup, oh, and he has the card to do this, and he has a role to do this. I remember one game against him when there were about 15 coups against Cameroon. Now Colombia is the new Cameroon, but I'm also rolling very, very nice. Oh, he did have this. Well, at least. This means I no longer have to trigger Suez Crisis as an event. So I think it goes for rocks. To secure my position in South America. Ooh, a rich hand as well. Asia is threatened. I think I have to give up Asia if he has it. Oh well, had it. So, the early war ends up with 8 victory points in favor of my US opponent. This certainly doesn't look good. On the other hand, all the non-scored regions look very good for me. And I haven't seen socialist governments and defectors so far. Yep, now I see why. I can live without Hildebrand if it's defected. Grain sales. Pepper trap. I sincerely hope he plays it for the ops. To coast somewhere. By which he's gonna lose NORAD. First I'm gonna purge him, then quagmire him, somewhere in the middle of the turn. Okay, he did this. So, let's play it this way, because I no longer have chance to hold the card. I wonder if it's worth risking playing Missile Envy for the event. We Will Bury You is the only meaningful card, so Quagmire probably goes first. Pressure against Brazil, probably, or Mexico. Actually, Mexico is a good target. I have the scoring. While South America is still controlled by me. Sorry, dominated by me even after his coup against Brazil. And I need some victory points soon. I forgot to move my microphone. I hope you're gonna hear me slightly better from now on. He had played Bear Trap for the event. The real problem is not discarding South African unrest. The real problem is that he would know that my hand was crippled. Okay, in this case, let's target Panama. It was good. So now Quagmire, because if it succeeds on first attempt, UN intervention to Haiti grants me domination. South African unrest is actually not as important to be played for an event. I may as well make use of its ops. 2 victory points grabbed by him. Okay, let's cancel his NORAD. So if he gets off, I think I'm gonna play South African unrest into Nicaragua and Haiti. He got off, but with Usuri River skirmish, so he doesn't have "we will bury you" probably. But first things first, so 1 and 2. But yes, I am gonna risk missile envy for the event. And this actually may be a worthy last action round. Eventing this. Eventing this. Okay, he's rolling very well. So not last action round, because I really want to make him play some cheap move. Because I don't really like what's happening here. I assume he's gonna give some USA card. Maybe I can go to Uruguay and prepare some juicy realignments. Actually, one realignment. OAS, OAS, oh my goodness, so he had only one of cards left. Had I played it earlier, I would have had Indo-Pakistani war for myself, but fortunately he can't play this himself. So I like this. And I didn't make his hand more valuable. Now I'm afraid of Panama Canal return. On the other hand, Panama Canal return would be a better card to give. So maybe he's having some my cards like Allende and Longanman. No, he would have given me Long Gunman if this was the case. Allende and scoring? Let's bet on scoring. Wouldn't he play Africa scoring earlier? Or play into Africa earlier if this was the case? Let's bet on Brazil again. At least somewhat successfully now. So I really wonder what it was. Except from very oh yes, of course, a 2-ops card, because he was part from very ineffective Red Scar perch on my side. Oh, defectors, yes, still waiting. And Cuban Missile Crisis right under defectors. Not the worst thing that could happen to me, actually, this crisis. Now, let's trigger Africa scoring, because it can't go much better. I will sacrifice Cuba for triggering ABM Treaty. But first, Cultural Revolution, because I want to hold a card. Sorry, I will not hold a card, so I don't want to waste it, and I don't want to have the Thailand taken. South America, Southeast Asia, the scorings to be played. Junta, the card in his hand. 5-year plan goes for Panama Canal. Yuck. Why did you hear my thoughts? So, Cultural Revolution is gonna be played for, excuse me, influence. And either take India or take Vietnam and Burma. And I guess put one to Cuba, because why not? Maybe because it's not the first priority. So Southeast Asia is drawn by him. So I have to fight for South America, so goodbye Cuban Missile Crisis. I wonder, since when is he holding defectors? Should have played it earlier, perhaps, to avoid him getting access. But well, you can't always get what you want. So, John Paul to space, special relationship then. Good question. Not really important. I may let it trigger and use the 2 ops in South America, I guess. Or India. I feel I could have played this game better, and he's playing very, very good. and it's important for me to win it. I feel some junta coming. I have planned with Panama Canal to reduce the negative effects of Panama Canal returning. Okay. Yep, he had it. So I might as well take a chance on this. Suddenly I'm the one to lead on the victory points. And this is rather a strong lead. So I think 5-year plan to repair Panama, Venezuela, and one to Argentina as a Voice of America insurance in this sub-region. What? Why are you over-controlling West Germany so much? I don't understand this. Of course, now Voice of America in Southeast Asia would be crippling, but he doesn't have MILOPS, so this may be my chance. And he didn't over-control Thailand. But he over-controlled West Germany. That was a misprioritization of him. That's for sure. No scorings left except Southeast Asia. When they return, he is dominating Europe and he's dominating Asia. And it looks good, actually. Now the question is, should I... Okay, this was defected. Should I lower DEFCON or should I take Thailand and let him get rid of Longanman? I think Thailand is more important because in the long run Southeast Asia is gonna come. This is a 4 VP swing. And in the long run the map looks good except Europe. And if I know what he has, I can adjust my play to it. On the other hand, it may be worth taking Turkey and then triggering Marshall Plan to take Mediterranean countries. Europe is fightable for. Not sure about the hold card, but certainly not Ask not Muslim Revolution, not Che, and not nuclear subs. I allowed him coup. We may as well play the nuclear subs in the last action round. So he doesn't have long gunman, not yet, so Kennedy can be played this turn. Priorities, priorities. Czech has no targets so far. Secure India from direct takeover in one move. Then Olympic Games to Cameroon and Turkey should provoke second target for Czech. Or maybe Zimbabwe is better, because after his successful coup... Oh. Now Czech has targets. And yes, of course, I see Costa Rica, but Costa Rica is not meaningful. So Olympic Games to Greece and Spain, Portugal would be the best probably, because then it provokes him to use a 3 into one of these countries. Things to remember. Over control Thailand, control India. Probably trigger ask not before triggering nuclear subs. And I don't think it's worth spacing anything. Although nuclear subs may be worth spacing. Because African domination is suddenly in danger. Is in actual danger now. Nah, I can't afford this. So if I hold anything, I think Marshall Plan is the best card to be held. OPEC for space race, so I have some time to make some important stuff. Muslim Revolution. I'd like to wait with it. Because I haven't seen Camp David. So, nuclear subs for space race. Maybe it's wise to hold Kennedy. And probably space it. Ouch. So, long gunman is gone so far. I can't really decide. But the good thing is, I only need 2 points in Europe to secure it. It's Spain, Portugal and Greece, and he has no access to Turkey, so the third can go to Thailand. So, space nuclear subs. I'm gonna see his hand now. Headline, sorry. So Marshall is probably held. And long gunman. I can't count on long gunman in his hand. But I start being able to count on the map. Because I am 7 points ahead. And he's not gonna dominate anything. He is gonna dominate Europe. Okay, he did this. Oh, and that's my last action round. Because I had played the China card. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, Muslim Revolution it is. Although I really should have secured Thailand. I miscalculated this. Okay, this means I'm probably going to give up a battleground coup once more for him. But now, if I get socialist governments, then Marshall Plan to Italy and Thailand neutralizes Europe, the only difficult region for me. I guess it was a bad choice of targets. So he has Southeast Asia scoring. I can degrade DEFCON with Junta. And then just take Thailand. Missile envoy. So he gets Muslims or Marshall Plan. Okay, so Marshall Plan and okay, goodbye Europe. I just hope to not be controlled there and it should be okay. Missile envy, I think Thailand and North Korea are the targets of my choice. Southeast Asia should give me 4 more to what I already have. Voice of America is problematic. I don't want to space, we will bury you too early. Sorry, ask not too early. To let him think that maybe I'm gonna play this for him. What about Muslim Revolution? It's not juicy. What can I do about it? I can put one into Israel, provoking him to go to Egypt and make Muslim Revolution juicy. Hold card, of course, the Voice of America, maybe some second hold card. Okay, no more juiciness of Muslim Revolution, but it's just called to be played. Nothing really meaningful to be grabbed by salt so far. Kennedy is a space race must. China card 2, North Korea? Yep. And this means he had dominated over Asia. What's my response to that? My response is I need meal ups. Southeast Asia is lost by him, but about Asia I can't really do anything this turn. Salt is waiting for some juicy discard, like Brush War, for example, which was missed. That was very fortunate for me. That was unfortunate because I'm not gonna be able to discard a card, even if I manage to space again. I can take Brush War and attack Philippines, maybe. Ha! Or Italy, depending on how I feel and depending on how he plays it. And I think it's worth playing now. Because Defcon is at 4. So he may challenge Thailand, but this should be reparable by ops, because I over-control it and salt integrates cool roles. Oh, he had this in hand. So degrading Dutchman is the first priority. And now Southeast Asia plus brush war. If I win brush war against the Philippines, this should win me the game. Oh, and I rolled a 6 against Pakistan. Africa was 5. A mistake by him. He should have... Although, no. I mean, he should have scored Southeast Asia first. But this is meaningless. I could do something in Africa. Southeast Asia is harder. But now he should have. Because now Southeast Asia scoring loses him the game. And I know that he has it. So thank you for watching and see you next time.